I have a sleeping disorder between my waking life. I'm
Real catch you are, Stevie.
Stephen. Between my eyes, I'm
Thank you.
Stephen Grant, Marc Spector, Moonknight, played by Oscar Isaac. A man with dissociative identity disorder who shares his body with multiple identities. Stephen Grant is a mild-mannered British gift shop worker. Marc Spector is a former mercenary and the main avatar of Khonshu, the Egyptian moon god. 2. Khonshu, an Egyptian god of the moon, who chooses Marc, Stephen as his human avatar to deliver justice. 3. Arthur Harrow, played by Ethan Hawke, a former avatar of Khonshu turned cult leader, now serving the goddess Amit, seeking to eliminate evil before it happens. 4. Layla Al-Fawli, played by May Calamari, Mark's wife and a skilled archaeologist, becomes the Scarlet Scarab, avatar of the goddess Taurit. Plot summary, episode by episode. The goldfish problem. Stephen Grant experiences blackouts and wakes up in unfamiliar places. He starts to realize something is wrong with his mind. We are introduced to Arthur Harrow, who is judging people with Amit's scale. Stephen sees a strange creature, Khonshu, and begins to lose control of his body. In a bathroom, when a jackal monster attacks, Marc Spector takes over and transforms into Moonknight. Summon the suit. Stephen tries to understand what's happening. He meets Marc in reflective surfaces and learns about the shared body. Khonshu pressures Marc to stop Harrow, or he'll take Layla as his next avatar. Stephen gets his own version of the suit. Mr. Knight, a formal, white-suited version of Moonknight. Harrow reveals he used to be Khonshu's avatar and now works to free Amit. The friendly type, Marc, and Layla go to Egypt to stop Harrow from finding Amit's tomb. Marc fights Harrow's men. The gods summon Marc and Khonshu to a council, but don't believe their warnings. To help them, Khonshu manipulates the sky and is imprisoned by the gods. Without Khonshu, Marc loses his powers.
The two Marc and Layla find Amit's tomb, but Harrow is close behind. Inside, they discover the tomb of Alexander the Great, Amit's last avatar. Harrow shoots Marc, he dies. Marc wakes up in a surreal mental hospital, where he sees Stephen as a separate person. A hippo goddess Taurit appears. A still most emotional episode explores Marc's trauma. We learn that Marc created Stephen to protect himself from childhood abuse and trauma. The mental hospital is a journey through the Duat Egyptian underworld. Marc and Stephen must balance their scales to reach peace. Stephen sacrifices himself to save Marc, allowing Marc to enter Paradise Field of Reeds. Gods and monsters. Marc refuses paradise to save Stephen, which brings them both back to life. Khonshu offers powers again, they become Moonknight once more. Epic battle between Khonshu versus Amit and Moonknight versus Harrow. Layla becomes Scarlet Scarab, helping fight Harrow. They defeat Harrow and trap Amit inside his body. Marc or Stephen reject Khonshu's control and ask for freedom. In a post-credit scene, we meet a third personality, Jake Lockley, a violent alter still working with Khonshu. Themes and concepts. 1. Mental health. The show portrays dissociative identity disorder with respect and nuance. Marc and Stephen are not good versus evil, but parts of the same person with different functions. 2. Justice vs. Vengeance. Second show punishes evil after the crime. Amit punishes before, based on potential. The show explores the morality of these ideas.
3. Identity and healing. Mark's journey is about facing trauma and finding balance between his identities. 4. Egyptian mythology. Gods like Khonshu, Ammit, Torit, and Osiris play central roles. The afterlife is based on the Duat and Field of Reeds. Who is Moon Knight? Moon Knight is not just one person. It's a shared role between Mark, Stephen, and eventually Jake Lockley. The powers come from Khonshu and include super strength and agility, healing, suit summoning, divine protection. Final thoughts. Moon Knight is a psychological superhero drama with deep emotional storytelling. Oscar Isaac's performance is widely praised, especially how he switches between Mark and Stephen. It stands out in the MCU for its darker tone, mature themes, and mythological depth. It ends with a tease for more via Jake Lockley, so a season 2 or future appearance is possible.